If you had the success formula to become number one in your industry, would you follow that formula exactly? Today, we'll reveal to you the 5 common traits possessed by champions from the Olympics, basketball, business, boxing, and surfing. All these traits apply to success in your sales and leadership journey. The amazing news is you have these traits inside of you now. The question is, once you discover which traits are most important, would you strive a little harder to strengthen them and become the leader you're born to be? Let's unveil these 5 traits in the champion success formula now. Number 1, mindset, which includes growth, focus, positive mental attitude. Champions expect to win. Not that champions have ever doubted themselves, but they anticipate winning and often visualize themselves in the future with a positive expected outcome. Champions often have several coaches and trainers to boost their confidence, sharpen their attitude, and continue to push them outside their comfort zones. Who will help you stay on your competitive edge? Also with mindset is focus. Whether performing on stage or at a clutch moment on the courts, champions are mentally prepared for the moment. When in the moment, one is less likely to be distracted by external factors and more likely to perform at their best. Champion mindset is growth oriented. Champions see challenges as opportunities to grow. They believe that effort and persistence can improve their skills and abilities. Constant learning and growth provides a feedback loop for the motivation to maintain the intensity of activity required to stay in the top 1 percentile and above. Positive mental attitude. Champions maintain a PMA. Even in the face of adversity, they focus on solutions rather than problems. When we're distracted by problems or focus on a negative situation, our brain kicks into primal fight or flight mode. Fight or flight causes our adrenals to release cortisol and adrenaline. These survival hormones can block your flow state. When you're in flow, your natural genius is released. So conditioning positivity, especially in negative situations, is vital to being in flow and being at your best. One of the greatest boxers of all time, Muhammad Ali, would constantly repeat, "I am the greatest." Some people may have thought that his rants of being the greatest as talk of an egomaniac. In reality, Ali was simply professing a powerful affirmation that helped convince himself and literally program his brain to believe that he was the greatest. Why is PMA needed in high stakes like boxing? Think about this. The average boxer throws about 300 punches in a bout and often takes about 100 to the body and many punches to the face. To maintain composure when getting physically beaten often takes serious positive conditioning. Being a champion means controlling your reactions to negative situations and conditioning a positive mental attitude. Experts suggest that a positive attitude can be as important, if not more important, than the skills and knowledge in determining success. Estimates from various sources imply that attitude and mindset can account for up to 80 to 90% of an individual's success. Moving on to number 2 ingredient in the champion success formula: goals and vision. Champions have a clear vision of what they want to achieve and set specific measurable goals to get there. To be the best of the best, you must know what you want with clarity. Clarity is seeing, feeling, knowing what you want. When you know what you want and you have a burning desire to get it, no obstacle, nothing will stop you. Long-term focus on their goals. Champions sacrifice short-term comforts for long-term success. They know there will be a price for the prize. The price is saying no to a lot of things that are not directly related to your outcome. When the prize is big, expect the price to be bigger, requiring more time, more effort, and more setbacks than you originally planned. Fanny Blankers-Cohen, also known as the Flying Housewife, was a gifted young athlete who made her Olympic debut aged 18 in the 1936 Berlin Games. Despite the cancellation of successive Olympic Games in 1940 and 44 because of the war, she finally competed again in 1948 in London Olympics, 12 years later, at the age now of 30, and won 4 gold medals in the 100, 200, 800 hurdles, and the 4x100 relay. Imagine having your dream of competing in the Olympics being delayed out of your control for 12 long years. During that time, Fanny had to maintain an intense training regime to be in condition and ready to compete at Olympic level. It takes clarity of vision and a long-term focus. People with goals succeed because they know where they are going. Fanny Blankers-Cohen knew where she was going. Where are you going? Are you super clear on what you want? What sacrifices are you willing to make to get it? Are you willing to say no to hanging out with friends or not golfing for a year or two or longer? What else must you say no to achieve that big, hairy, audacious goal? Ingredient number 3 in the champion success formula: discipline and habits. Consistency creates habits. Champions are consistent in their efforts, practicing discipline in their daily routines and habits. Kobe Bryant had a very unique way during his off season, which he referred to as his 666 workout. Some of you might think 666, where does this name come from? Is it evil? Actually, the name comes rigorous training schedule of 6 days a week, 6 hours a day, 6 months of the year. The 6-hour daily routine divided into 2 hours of basketball, 2 hours of weightlifting, 2 hours of track work. Let's repeat this for a moment. Kobe's 666 training program was in the off season. Most NBA players would be on vacation or playing golf, and Kobe was in the gym 6 days a week. This extreme workout routine helped Kobe become one of the most competitive and feared basketball players of all time. Champions are continuously looking for ways to be on the cutting edge. What training regimen are you following to become the champion you deserve to be? Are you reading daily? When is the last training program you attended? Who's coaching and mentoring you to continually stretch outside your comfort zone? Develop the habit to strive to be at least 1% better than yesterday. Ingredient number 4 in the champion success formula: resilience and adaptability. Champions are highly resilient, bouncing back from setbacks, failures with renewed determination. Champions are also adaptable. They are able to pivot and adjust their strategies when circumstances change. In 2003, professional surfer Bethany Hamilton lost her arm in a shark attack. She was surfing, got attacked by a shark, and it tore off her arm. Most people would be mortified to get in the water again. Hamilton, undeterred, returned to competitive surfing just a year later and has since won multiple championships and has become a role model for resilience and determination in the world of surfing and beyond. Babe Ruth once said, "It's hard to beat a person who never gives up." You may not have lost an arm in your profession like Bethany Hamilton, but you do face daily obstacles. How are you responding or reacting to these failures and setbacks? Do you get discouraged easily and maybe find yourself wallowing in procrastination when faced with rejection and criticism? Champions persist until they succeed. Failure does not course in their veins. They are resilient and adapt. How can you become more resilient and increase your mental toughness? And the 5th trait in the champion success formula: action and execution. Champions take initiative and are proactive in pursuing their goals. They don't wait for opportunities, they create them. They're decisive, making informed decisions quickly and confidently. Nothing is as important as taking consistent action towards a worthwhile dream or goal. Strong work ethic. According to Inc., the average small business owner works about 40 hours a week. This is if you want to be average. Grant Cardone shared that he works 95 hours a week. Gary Vaynerchuk says new entrepreneurs must put in at least 18 hours a day for the first year. Elon Musk is considered to be a GOAT in the business world. How does he successfully run 5+ massive companies, including Tesla, SpaceX, SolarCity, X, Neuralink, Optimus Robots, etc.? Other than having talented leadership in place, what else does it take to juggle such enterprises? You guessed it, hard work. Musk claims to consistently work 120+ hours a week and often working long hours spanning multiple days without rest. This averages out to 17+ hours a day, 7 days a week. If an average CEO puts in a 50-hour work week, Elon does 240% more time consistently. This is an extreme example, yet a great standard for work ethic and an uncompromising pursuit of execution towards excellence. When is the last time you tracked the amount of time you're investing in your sales business? Are you punching the clock 8 hours a day, 5 days a week with weekends off? Remember, 50 hours a week is average, and that will give you what? Average results at best. What effort will it take for you to be number one in your company or number one in your industry? Let's talk about execution. Research by the University of Wisconsin shows that execution capabilities is a better predictor of success than the quality of having great ideas. Companies with strong execution frameworks consistently outperform those that have great innovation and average execution. Tony Robbins frequently emphasizes the importance of taking massive action. He suggests that execution is more important than planning or vision as a key determinant of success. Work ethic and execution are closely related. Both traits are necessary if you want to be a champion in your field. Now that you know the traits necessary to perform at a champion level, the question is, what improvements do you need to make in positive attitude and mindset, goals and vision, habits and discipline, resilience, and work ethics and execution? Grab a pen and make note as to which of these traits is most critical to begin working on now. What specifically will you start doing more of to strengthen your position as a champion in your industry? Thanks for taking the time to listen and learn on how you can become a better version of you. If you enjoyed this episode and feel the information is of value, I'd like to ask a favor. I'm new to this game and need your support increasing the number of subscribers. The best way this can happen is if each one shares to one. Who is that one person you can share with today? Is it a family member, in-law, outlaw, friend, foe, haha? Anyone who is like-minded to grow as a sales leader. Believe in the power of one. One share can make the difference. Thank you in advance. I appreciate your help. I also appreciate your comments. What is one thing you learned today, and how will you apply it to move towards becoming the champion you were born to be? What is one thing you learned, and how are you going to apply it? Simple. Share it with the world. I'd love to hear from you. Believe in greatness. Believe in you. Wherever you are in life, in business, you know you're capable of more. You have it within you. Let's grow better together. Your partner in success, James.